Okay, we're got a project today with the hive. These guys don't have a queen. They're the feral hive that just showed up, and either she went off to mate and got eaten by a bird, or who knows, but it happens sometimes. So I did a mail order bride. This is a queen and some assistants in this little thing. She came in the mail with the post office. They get real nervous. They were real nervous when I got a whole hive one time. And see, the end there has candy in it. So they eat their way out, and it takes a few days for them to eat out. And the screen in here, I'm going to put this between some of the comb, and the bees in here will get to smell her and get used to her, because if I just put her in there without them having an acclimation period, they kill her, because they go by pheromones, which is the smell. And hopefully she's going to be a fertile myrtle. She was artificially inseminated and shipped from Pennsylvania in the mail by the post office. So anyway, we're fixing to go in. I'm going to make sure that there is no queen, that I can't find eggs, and then we're going to put her in, and then we're going to get out of Dodge. And Bob's going to film this for me. I didn't bring smoke because they've been pretty friendly. And so we'll see if they're still friendly. I had given them some syrup. It's water sugar mix. And so they're doing a feeder. Oh, they're liking that. Let me see if I can get the camera and show you. Bobby, if you want to come on behind me here. This is the inside the feeder, and it's got sugar water that I heat up, and so it's that syrup. And they're coming from inside the hive. There's a hole there, so they can come up here and feed and get that, and this will help them winter. So I'm going to give it back to Bob. You want to go ahead and sit down? I'm not going to need it. I'm going to give this back to Bob. I'm going to be breaking down the hive, because you can see there's 3 boxes here, then a top and a feeder. I'm going to be getting down to probably, I want to be down where I can see this one, because if there's a queen, she'll be hiding in there, but I have not been able to find her. Okay, I know we're a little rough here. Hand it back to Bob. So we're going to break it down, make sure I don't hurt my girls, and we'll see, make sure we don't have a queen in there to cause a disaster, because it would, because then the queens might fight. Then we'd have all kinds of stuff going on. It would not be favorable. Okay, that disturbed them a little bit. But I think they're going to be so busy, maybe they won't pay me much attention. I'm going to put this top down here for me to set them on, so they won't be in all that nastiness. We've got to put new on there. So this is the top, the lid. And last time we did a video, it was full of beetles. But our treatment helped with that. So I'm not seeing any beetles. They are in these beetle traps. And I'm really being brave. I'm just wearing latex gloves, because I'm pretty confident that these are being docile. But see, usually they're this docile because they're happy with their queen. But I have not found her. So, well, some little girls are investigating me. That's usually not good. I try not to breathe on them, because they do not like people smell. Alright, I'm going to take this beetle trap off. And you can see all those dots in there. Beetles! We're doing a good job. That's helping the girls out. Look at all those beetles in there. That one ain't got as many. I'll put it in the middle next time. Okay, this is where they got wonky and where I'm thinking she might hide. If there is a queen, she would be in here. I'm gonna once again mess with the camera and show this to you. Right now I'm just loosening it up. Okay, I'm gonna get the camera from Bob and show you how weird this is. Let me see if it'll lift. They kind of just doing their own thing. So I'm gonna lay it down. I'm not seeing any eggs. If I had a queen, she'd be hiding. I'm seeing no eggs. They just did this crazy thing that they were doing. So now, hopefully, the plan is our queen in that box is going to hop out and put eggs in all this comb. We're ready to rumble. And hopefully it's been in time. Make sure I don't see any eggs. There's absolutely no cat brood. I see where, last time I was in, I saw where they were trying to make a queen, but they only had 2 eggs. I've only ever seen 2 eggs. Okay, so let me hand it back to Bob. I'm sorry about this, but I don't know any other way of doing it. We're not fancy with all this. Okay, I'm going to put her in this box. So I'm going to put these traps back in. The reason I'm going to do that is the middle one will be easier for them to protect. And that was so wonky. And also, the middle one will be better protected from the weather. But there again, I'm going to check it right now. Check some of the frames and make sure there's no eggs, as we sure don't want to mess up. Generally, she would lay in the middle frames, but that's not always the case. But see, I have to break them up, and then I'm going to use this gadget that helps me lift them out. They've got honey in this one and some pollen. So the shiny spots there are honey and there's pollen. So they're getting ready for winter, but they need a queen because they're going to die out if they don't get a queen. But they're doing a great job on their honey and pollen, so they're ready for a queen. Well, since that's in the middle, I think, let's see, let me look at the next one here. I don't want to put her in honey. I want her to be able to step out and start laying. Okay, that's honey on both sides. Whoa, they got some good honey going. I was worrying about them. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that bottom one that's wonky, as I'm sure this one's honey too. And we're going to put the queen in this first one, because she needs to be where she can step right out and start laying. I'll give them that beetle trap because she doesn't need it. I'm going to put her, this thing, don't want it to spill and hurt them. It really needed one more frame, but I didn't want to mess up what they were doing. Whatever it is they're doing here with their crazy. So this is not exactly proper.
You need to straighten that box out before you...
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need that lined up. Alright, so I put her in where the screen is up, and there's the candy. They're going to eat the candy. So these guys are going to be checking her out going, who are you? I'm going to scoot her on down in there. Hopefully I can kind of embed her so that when she comes, whoop, okay, that'll work. It's a little crooked. Y'all can't see my mess. But she'll be able to come out of there and go, happy, happy, y'all are ready for me. And then hopefully she will start laying some fertile eggs, and then this hive will make it through the winter. And I'm so hopeful because these guys, gals they are, they're all girls now, they've gotten rid of the drones. They kick them out and say good luck, but you're not coming back in because you're a freeloader. You don't make honey, you don't lay eggs, you don't work, and you're not that cute. So they throw them out because they only use the drones.
Whoa.
What's on it?
That thing you set down to put it on there.
Oh. Sticky, sticky. Thank you, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just lining it up. Put their top board back on. Okay, ladies, y'all need to move. I don't want to squish anybody. I'm just putting it all back together. See the food? The sugar water? Wow, this one's empty now. I got to come back and reload. I gave them a gallon last week. And they've been putting it to good use. You saw all that honey. They're mixing it with the pollen that's out here now. Kind of replacing it for nectar. I put vitamins and stuff in it to kind of help them. Get my brush. See if I can make them move when I put the top on. Look, there's a couple of beetles. I'll help squish them. I sat out here one day and just squished beetles. I like being around the girls. It's fun. Okay, now I'm going to put this on. And we're done.